Hello everyone, my name is Hezekiah Uteni, and today I'll be showing you how to create a stethoscope using Fusion 360. A stethoscope is a biomedical instrument used to listen to heartbeats, lung sounds, and other internal body sounds. It consists of a disc-shaped resonator, which is placed against the chest, and two tubes connected to earpieces. This design allows healthcare professionals to detect issues like heart murmurs or irregular lung function, helping with early diagnosis and treatment. The stethoscope isn't just a tool for diagnosis, it also plays a powerful role in medical philanthropy. In underserved communities or disaster areas with limited access to high tech diagnostic equipment, stethoscopes are a cost effective way to provide critical health care. Through donation programs, stethoscopes are distributed to regions in need, enabling healthcare workers to make a real impact with limited resources. So by learning how to design a stethoscope, you are also contributing to the knowledge that supports accessible healthcare worldwide. Now that you have been introduced to what a stethoscope is, the first piece that we will be making is the resonator. So first thing you want to do is open up a new tab, click design, and then you want to select this plane. For the bottom piece, you want it to have a radius of, you can pick how big, but I would like, for this example, let's do 4 inches. And you hit finish sketch. So now we have our base piece, the piece that will be going on the chest. Now we need to create a top piece that extrudes upwards. So we hit create sketch again. We click here, click the circle, and let's make it 2 inches. Then we hit finish sketch. I lied. So now that we have our base circle, we need to our, we need to extrude it 1/2 inch and press OK. Now we hit new sketch again, the same plane as before, and we create a circle that's 2 inches in diameter, or 2 inches in diameter. We click and we press finish sketch. Now we click the same circle that we just made and we extrude it also 1 inch. So now we have something that looks like the resonator. Now we just need to add the top and final piece. Um, so click new sketch, click here, make another circle. This one can be, let's make it 3 inches. Finish sketch. All right. So now we have these two pieces. Hit create sketch and click on the top surface of this circle, and then hit create new circle. Let's make this one 3 inches. Hit finish sketch. And now if we want to extrude this, we have to click it, and press Control, and then click the centerpiece as well. And then we press E, and then we type in 0.5. That seems a bit too big. Let's do 0.2. That seems about right. Now we press OK. So we have the resonator. It's looking a bit rough. It's not looking smooth out. So I'll be showing you the fillet feature. The fillet feature basically just smoothens everything up. So we can click this face to this face, and then click it to this face. Now just click this arrow, and you can specify how smooth you wanted it to be, or you want it to be. I like 0.5. That looks good. So I press OK. So now we have a resonator that's smoothened out. If you want to smooth the tops, let's smooth out the bottom top. All right. Okay. So we now have our completed resonator. Now that you've seen how the resonator is made, we will now be creating the earpieces for the stethoscope. So this is a rough model of what we're trying to go for. So first thing you want to do is go make a new tab, click sketch, and click the bottom plane. So first thing we want to do is create our first circle. That's going to be our smallest circle. So let's make it 1 inch, a 1 inch circle. Next thing we want to do is hit finish sketch. So we have a circle, but how do we place another circle on top? What we do is we hit construct. So we want it to be we want it to be above, right? So we click on the same plane, and let's say we want it to be 2 inches above. We press OK. So now we have our new plane to sketch on. So we create sketch, we click on this plane, and now we're above it. So let's create the top of the earpiece. Let's make it 2 inches. We hit finish sketch, and we hit the home button. So now you see we have this, they're on top of each other. So how do we connect them? I'll be showing you the feature called loft. Basically, all it does is it can combine these two pieces. So we press loft, we click on our bottom piece, click on our top piece. Now we have our earpiece. And we have that, we hit OK. So it doesn't look much of an earpiece, more of a cone. So to get that earpiece shape, we use a scale that we learned previously, fillet. All we do is we hit this surface, we hit this surface, and we fillet to 45 inches. Get that earpiece shape look. And then once we're done with that, we hit OK. So you can't really hear anything if there's something in the way. So how do we get rid of this? Go to the bottom, we hit sketch, and we click the circle. So what we do is we hit create a circle, make it zoom in, and you click there. That way you have the same diameter as the circle that you're trying to draw. It should show an X, and once it's on that X, you click, and now you have your circle. You hit finish sketch, and you go look. So now what you want to do is move this, click on the bottom. Now hit E on the sketch. Want to cut, and let's zoom out, and let's cut a hole, and we press OK. Now we can see the other side. Now we have a place to hear. Now if you want to be more clean with the design, you can hit create new sketch, click on this circle, make a similar circle, the same diameter and length. Once you hit X, click, you hit finish sketch, and you press E to cut. Repeat the same process we did last time. We extrude it down, but not all the way. We click on our front. That way we can see how far we go before we start. You want to make sure that you don't go too far. So this is good enough. You press OK. So now you have your earpiece. Now that you've seen how to make a resonator earpiece, I'll be showing you how to make the tubing. First thing I want to do is hit create sketch. Click the home button, that way you know where you are. So today I'll be showing you how to use the sweep feature, which requires you to specifically sketch out in a specific way. So follow these steps. What you want to do is you want to click this face. Let's make our circle for the tubing. Let's make it 0.2 inches. Now we hit finish sketch. So now what we want to do is to get that sweep, we're going to hit create sketch and go perpendicular to what we just drew. So let's make tubing that's 5 inches long. Now that we've created our 5-inch tubing for the straight part of the stethoscope, let's create our first half of our Y shape of the stethoscope. What we're going to do is we want to click Create Arc, 3-point arc. Click the point where we finished off, and you can do this however, but for me, I'll be doing this point right here with this curve. That looks good to me. And we hit Finish Sketch. So now this is the first half of our stethoscope done. What we're going to do is to use the sweep feature, we're going to click this face, create sweep. Now we select the path that we just made, that. Now we have the first half of our stethoscope done. Next thing we want to do is do the same thing we did last time. Create the sketch, make a circle, 0.2 in diameter, hit enter, finish sketch. Now create a new sketch, perpendicular, line, the circle to this point, right click, cancel, arc, 3-point arc, here, here. Let's get it exactly. Finish sketch. So now do the same thing. Click that face, sweep, select our path. And you see how it's red? Because it thinks we're going to cut. But what we want to do is we want to create a new body and press OK. So now we have our stethoscope tube. Now that we've created each feature, our resonator, our earpiece, and our tubing, now we need to combine it all together. What you want to do is export each item as a Fusion 360 dimension drive. You can make your own file, path, location, whatever you want to do. Just hit export. I've already exported these features, so I don't have to. So export. Each item has been exported. What you want to do is go here, hit this 4 squares, upload, select files, and select each item. I've already have these features uploaded. So what you want to do is hit upload. Now that we have each feature, we need to add it into our design. Let's drop them in one by one. Let's move things around. So you're probably wondering, everything is way out of scale. So how do we fix this? First, let's make sure we have the right amount of pieces. We have Control C, Control V, each item, and we have 2. So in order to change each piece, we need to break its link to the original, to each design, original design. What we do is right click on it, and we hit break link, capture its position, break link for each item. So now what we do is we select each item, hit modify, scale, click, click, click. We want to scale these by half, make them half the size, and we press OK. So now everything looks fine. These still look a bit big, so let's modify them again, scale them down by another half. So now these look about right, the proper size. So now to connect each feature that we just made, we hit Joint, click the center, click the center. Now it's jointed on. All right, now that it's jointed on, we have that piece. So now let's join our earpieces. I'm going to click zoom in. Oops. Let's zoom in. Click this bottom. Go to this side. Click this bottom. Now we can pan around. Make sure we like how it looks. Press OK. Now let's replicate that with this earpiece. Click joint. Same position as the other one. Here. Go to this side and press joint. And then we press OK. And so now we have our fully designed stethoscope. Thank you all for following along. I hope the tutorial helped you understand how to design a stethoscope using Fusion 360 and that you learned something new. I also hope that this inspired you to see how even a simple tool can make a huge difference in healthcare, especially in communities with limited resources. Whether you're learning this for a project for fun or even hoping to contribute to the medical needs someday, remember that small innovations often have big impacts. Keep creating, keep learning, and see you next time.